This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the Taurus card. This card indicates energy of growth, nurturing and support, integration, energy with direction. Allow the structure to take its own shape. The unfolding of energy expands. A new structure is established. The focus is on rewards and on comfort. If you are working with a pyramid spread and your card falls in the circle for body and health, it indicates that this is a time of new beginning, of fresh starts, and new vistas opening up. A time of change on all levels of the being, from the physical form to the intellect consciousness to the spiritual awakenings that seek manifestations within reality. There is a change within that shifts the focus without. There's an excitement that seems to have no cause, yet it is there. Focus on keeping a physical balance, making sure your diet is appropriate for the energies that are now being expressed. Know that change is in the air, and you are moving in new directions that are unexpected. Try not to anticipate, for if you do, you'll limit the scope of the changes that are coming. Allow the universe to draw you forward into new realms of awareness and experience. The patterns around you are changing, and the energies for a while will feel chaotic. This is a time for patience and clarity, waiting for form to take shape and allowing it to stabilize. Much within your reality is going to shift, so take a deep breath and wait for the dust to settle. Remember that all change is good, it just takes getting used to. The reason for the change is your inner growth and the spiritual awakening that has developed within you. So in a way, you brought all this on yourself, so enjoy the ride. You truly have crossed a light bridge of spiritual awakening, and that shifts everything in your life around. If your card falls in the circle for future, it indicates that your focus and determination to move ahead in many aspects of your life draw you into new areas of expansion. You broaden your understanding of reality and find new areas in which you can make an impact. There are changes in your direction as far as your ambition goes, and you begin to see alternative directions in which you can stretch yourself. Often you will choose the most difficult pathway because it gets you where you want to go with the greatest rewards. You are goal-oriented, so every stage reached has its own reward. When your mind is set, nothing gets in your way. This is an energy of power on physical levels. Projects are drawn to you to expand your awareness and understanding of the direction that you are flowing in and the purpose of the journey. There is a time to make ready for major shifts in your environment and your ability to adjust to the new rhythm in life. If your card falls in the circle for career and finances, You will be called upon to make some changes to your approach to issues, and your ability to adjust opens doors for you to advance in areas unexpected. New directions not anticipated expand your skill set and analytical abilities. There are openings you never thought you were qualified for that are now open to you, and you set your focus and accomplish much beyond what was expected of you, and much beyond your expectations as well. Where once your focus has been as far as life focus goes, now directions shift and broaden. More expansive vistas are open to you. There is a change in your philosophies and also the directions you seek. This is not a case of changing horses in midstream, but rather drawing to a close one chapter in your journey and making ready for another. Levels of leadership fall to you, and to your surprise, you are ready for the responsibilities. If your card falls in the circle for the mind, it indicates there is great organization here of a meticulous nature. As wisdoms are gathered, they are stored away and categorized. Knowledge and insight are stored as well, awaiting the call to memory, material to serve situations at hand. You are a collector of much, yet not all is absorbed immediately, but rather held until it is needed, and then drawn into consciousness to be totally integrated. Past experiences from long ago are brought forward into memory, as there is an expansion into new dimensions of experience. This is a lifetime in which lessons from the past are repeated, so that new layers of understanding are uncovered, and finally, there is understanding and wisdom that gives you a sigh of relief, knowing that this lesson, at least, will never be repeated. New awareness of the depth of much that has been gathered begins to connect to the present, and there is finally understanding on a cosmic level of some of the wisdoms gathered and integrated. New interests begin to come to the fore, and you find yourself researching and seeking information in new and unusual places, finding connections not noticed before, and experiencing many aha moments. The spiritual and cosmic insights begin to make greater sense to you, and new bridges of light are crossed within the maze of the intellect. If your card falls within the circle of love, it indicates there is a depth of emotion that resides within, and when tapped, it is strong and steady, not subject to flights of fancy. There is a steadiness around this topic within that carries you through any situation. Within this element, there is strength that you have established through countless lifetimes, and when given, you never withdraw it. There is great earthiness here, and you draw energy and stability from nature and the Earth Mother herself. When in need of counsel, nature is the best source for you to reach to. Fresh air and sunlight will give you comfort and direction. The more confined you are, the harder it is to find solutions, especially in this element. To know yourself is very important and should be a focus when times get hectic. Being inwardly stable in many ways allows you to share that stability with others. There is a deep, fundamental core of universal love within you, and it is shared with others, not by words, but rather what you project with your energy field. You radiate that universal love, and those who are sensitive will be drawn to you because of it. You have a gentle aspect that does not show on the surface, but draws others to you. There's an aura of protection that is felt by many, and you embrace what Spirit sends out. Animals are drawn to you as well, not so much by words, but rather energy. And they also feel that protective aspect and relate to it. If your card falls in the circle of Spirit, it indicates this is a time when work on many different levels internally is being worked upon. The element of connection with different areas of insight and creativity are stretching, and new skills and talents are coming to the surface. It is a time of change and new focus, and you are opening to new perspectives within yourself. Much of what you do will involve service to humanity in new and unusual ways, and you will feel drawn into directions never before touched. Spirit feels as if it is on a mission, and current events may well trigger within you a need and desire to reach out and expand yourself into an area of service not considered before. You find that your talents grow as needed, and that if your focus is on the behalf of humanity, then there is an abundance of new thought and effort on your part. You are not being drafted, so to speak, but rather a very willing volunteer. Memories from lifetimes past remind you of the other side of situations, and you work hard to overcome injustice wherever you see it. You will at some time restore balance to areas that need it through your efforts, and slow and steady will be the pace, but in the end, firm foundations will be laid, and you will have fulfilled a promise made long ago in times forgotten by humanity, but remembered by your spirit.